to another LEGO Mario video. Today I'm going to be taking a look at the new question mark block set, which LEGO revealed just a few days ago. So, as you can see, it is the Mario 64 areas on the top, but that's actually not what I'm going to be taking a look at. Instead, I'm going to be looking at that small opening at the bottom. It appears to be slightly cracked in this one image, which is used on the back of the box, but other than that, it's not shown opened anywhere. So I thought I'd take a closer look at some of the other images and see if we can see any small little details about what this secret may be. So let's take a look. The first image, obviously, is this one, and you can see it's slightly cracked. You can't really see much in the actual opening, but you can get a general idea of how big it is, so we'll use that later on, and you can see which side it's on. So you can see in the upper left I highlighted those few black bricks there, which form sort of like a sideways L. So we'll want to keep that in mind as we take a look at more images. This image has it shut, so we can get an idea of how big it is when it's up against the question mark block, and again, you can see the L up there. So now let's compare this one to a different one, and you can see next to the L, there's those two little holes. And on this image, you can also see those two little holes. So that means that it's on that side of the question mark block. So, where it is, you can see that there appears to be a purple plate up against it, which is probably the background for whatever's down there. And then above what looks to be the opening, there appears to be a mechanism. It could be the mechanism to hold it shut, or it could be the mechanism for something else, like a play feature in that secret. But then below the mechanism, either below or attached to it, I can't really tell, there appears to be a star. And it's the same star piece that is used in the Lethal Lava Land part of this to represent a star from Mario 64. So maybe this is going to be a level for Mario 64. So let's take a look at another image now. You can see this one, you can see the L shape again, this time on the opposite side. You can see where the opening would be. There appears to be like a white window piece, but we're not concerned with that. Instead, behind the white window piece, you can see that there appears to be like a black L bracket with the studs on the side, and I think that's what the purple background is going to attach to. And then in front of it, there's going to be a floor. I think that for this image, they actually took whatever's there out, so it wouldn't spoil anything, because this would be such an obvious side shot of whatever's there. So I think they actually took it out, or it hasn't been built. Maybe it's like the last bag of the set, so you don't build it until last, but who knows. So now let's take a look at the final image, which is actually not exactly an image. Instead, on the back of the box here, you can see it's got a few different images, and some we've already taken a look at. But the one we want to see is the one on the bottom right, that blueprint-looking image. You can see at the opening, it actually has it completely open, so we can see what's inside there. From top to bottom, it appears to be like two Technic pins there, and then a stud on either side of it, and then some platform in the middle. Obviously, we can't see any colors, and we can't really get a good idea of how big these are and what shapes they are. So, there's not really much to go off of, but at least lets us compare it to the other images we've taken a look at. So, one last thing to mention about this image, actually, quickly, is you can see on the question mark block, wherever there's studs, it obviously has the stud pattern. But if there's a purple background back there, there's no studs there, so I don't know if that's a mistake, or if maybe the purple background doesn't actually go to that, maybe it's somehow tiled off, I'm not quite sure. Or maybe just they took out the thing just like they did for that other image. Who knows, but I'm going to be going as if they just forgot to put the stud pattern there, or they just intentionally did it to make it look better, who knows. I'm just going to be going as if everything that's there is actually going to be in the real set. So, now we can compare everything. You can see, starting with the image on the left, there's that red dot there, which you can see on the second image in the upper right. You can barely see it's a bit dark there, and then I think that's also the things that stick out the side of the entrance, and you can see that there's also one on the other side in the other two images. And the thing on the top, I think, is what attaches to those Technic pins and maybe comes down to reveal the star somehow. I don't know quite yet, but who knows. So, this is what I think it's going to be. It's going to be those two black attachments, which then you put a purple plate onto, and then in front of that purple plate, there's going to be a star, which could either be on the ground or hanging from, I guess, that mechanism that we saw before. And I think there's going to be one obvious level, which is the final boss battle with Bowser from Mario 64. You can see it's got the purple background, and maybe there's a floor which you haven't seen, which could be green, or it could just be that small little platform, and that's it for you to stand on, and everything else meant to be the sky that you can fall down into. But I think this is specifically meant to replicate when Mario collects a star, so you can put Mario on that little platform, and then have him collect the star from the mechanism above. Maybe it'll you can press a button and it'll fall down onto him, so it can be as if he's collecting it. So I think that's what this is going to be replicating. I think that'd be really cool, but this is all just a guess. This is a few, like, 3 images in total, completely guessing at what this could be. It could be something completely different. There could be no secret there. It could just be an opening to get into the mechanism. Who knows? But let me know if you guys have any ideas for what this could be in the comments down below. But I think that's all I have time for today. Thank you guys very much for watching. Goodbye!